we're going to be starting with House. Now, the reason that I'm not actually calling this a solo world record video like I usually do is because every single one of these games was actually played on co-op, and that's because solo is not fun in this game because, as I mentioned, you game over in one hit. It is just not fun, it's not fair, so you're better off playing co-op. But apparently none of the box weapons in this game are good, so they decided to use the PPSH, which was a wall buy. They also used the M16, and the knife for some reason is the best thing in this game because it's a 2-hit basically forever. And these guys also had some strategy to them. At the ends of rounds, they were rebuilding the barriers, they were running U-circles to get away from zombies, they were doing all kinds of stuff, which for 2012 was actually some really big brain energy. I should also probably mention who this world record is by. It is by Nike SA with a round of 35. So again, they had some gigantic brain energy here. They were really pulling out some 2014, 2015 strats a couple years early on the DS. Also, did I mention that for some reason the China Lake is also a wall buy because his teammate was using it and you can't actually get it in the box, so I'm assuming it's just a wall buy, so I don't know what the hell is going on in this game. Let's move on to the next map. And moving on to our next map for today, we have a facility round 35 world record, once again by Nike SA, and their basic strategy was to sit on one of the staircases on the second floor while one of them watched the room that comes into the staircase, and for one of them to watch the window at the bottom of the staircase. Most of the time they were using the Remington shotgun and the M16, which for some reason had a grenade launcher attachment in this map, but anyway, when they got overwhelmed they would run around the entirety of the top floor and then just circle back around to where they were. It was a pretty basic strategy, but for 2012 it was pretty alright. And for them not having any way to communicate, this was actually some pretty well coordinated gameplay, unless they just happened to be sitting in the same room with each other, because as far as I know on the DS there wasn't any actual voice chat, so I don't know how they communicated with this. Anyway, again, it's a very basic strategy. They were just using the knife, using the M16, and the zombies aren't really all that dangerous, even though it is a one hit for you to go down. I mean, they don't move all that quickly. They actually run pretty slowly. I'm not gonna lie to you, and the game looks pretty slow as a whole, but you know what? I still give them props. And moving into the third map on our list, we have Temple by guess who? Nike SA with a round of 28. And something I will say about this map is that I could barely find any footage of it at all on YouTube, which probably means it's the hardest map and the least popular. I'm not even kidding you, there were less than 30 total videos of this map on YouTube that I could find, so that makes it some super spooky footage. There's also no hellhounds on this map, and I really am just stumped as to what I can even say about this game. I think there are just like there's nothing I can really say. I don't know much about this game, so it's not like I can talk really in depth about their strategy. I mean, I'm trying the best I can here. So I think that they are sitting in the so-called forbidden room where there's a wall by PPSH, but I have no idea, like I said, what they're doing 90% of the time. It just happens to be like, I'm pretty sure it's just randomly wandering around the map, to be quite honest with you, and just no one else high rounds this crap. There is a dock area on the map where zombies can come out of the water, which is kind of cool, I guess, but like, you know what, let's just move on, because this footage is really hurting my eyes and I just don't even know what to say here. I'm sorry I don't know much about this game or about this map. I'm really trying the best that I can, but there just isn't much info out there. And our last record for today is from October of 2011, and it is round 54 on Overlook by a father and son duo named DS Clan SA, which is really freaking cool. My dad is really old school and thinks I'm an absolute loser for doing YouTube for a living and not working a rugged manly job. So for this kid to have a dad who not only games but can keep up for a world record is insane. The son, I believe, was also a teammate in the house game, but anyway, the strategy was for the father to sit at one of the windows and just knife the zombies while the son killed the zombies coming from the outer door to the giant building. Sometimes you could shoot the zombies through the fencing around the map and that sped things up a little bit, but this was a really basic strategy in general, just like most of the other ones. But you know what, hey, it got them to round 54, and that is the highest round on all of DS Zombies. And I've seen some people in the comments on these videos saying that they got higher, but I haven't been able to find any footage, and since there isn't any official leaderboards or record keeping for this game, I had to go with the highest footage I could find. But if you guys could find any better ones, then please let me know in the comments. Also, please tell me, what was the one that you think would be the most fun to play? Which map would you actually want to play if you were forced to play one of these four? But as I kind of touched on earlier though, I am not very informed about this game, because why would I be? It's a very obscure version of Zombies. It is probably the most obscure version, and I would say 99.9% of you watching this video have probably never played this game before and will never play it in your life. There's no advanced strategies for this game, and there is very little information in general about it. So I'm sorry if I didn't have much to say on these maps. I tried my absolute damnedest, and I'm sorry if I didn't give you enough, but that is going to be the end of the video, guys. I do appreciate you watching all the way through. Like I said, comment what map you would actually like to play the most while you're down there. I would appreciate a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on them notifications. Like I said, the next video, if we hit our goal, is going to be the mobile world records. But anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in that video. Peace.